What's up, beautiful people? How you doing? Welcome to another episode of Afro Millennial Mama. For those of you who are new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. Please subscribe below, and I'll look forward to seeing you in future videos. How I met my Senegalese husband. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back. So I love telling this story to my husband for, let's see, it's going to be 10 years, or this is year 10, basically. We've had a neat. Where to begin? So, first of all, we met in Senegal. I was 27 years old. That was in 2009. I decided to volunteer for a not study abroad. I never liked those, but I did a work abroad type of volunteer program, volunteer abroad basically. And the reason I chose Senegal was really random. A friend of mine had been there, and also my ex-boyfriend, who was a dog. But my ex-boyfriend took me to a Senegalese restaurant, and I never had heard of Senegalese food. I was in New York visiting him, and he took me to a Senegalese restaurant. I found out that in Senegal they speak French. I've always been interested in French. I studied it just a little in college, and so I said, oh, wouldn't that be cool to go to a French-speaking country and Africa at the same time, so I can knock out two birds with one stone, basically, for first. And so I was deciding to go, and at the time I broke up with the boyfriend. Well, actually, that's a whole nother story. I didn't even have to break up. He was so trifling, he did it for himself. So, but I was devastated, and I was more motivated to go and to travel on my own and not wait for my friends. I was always waiting for somebody to go with me. So the boyfriend was supposed to go, and I was kind of hesitant because I'm like, he wasn't black, and I was like, I don't want to really go to Africa for the first time, and all the experiences that they say you're gonna have, I don't know if I necessarily want to do that with a person who's not black. But being devastated and just to show you that God works things out in mysterious ways, it pushed me to go, and I raised the money. I didn't have that much money. I got donations from family members because I was going to do a volunteer program. It was about $5,000 for the program, just to be there for 3 weeks. You live with a family, because I didn't want to do a hotel and be by myself, so you can meet people, locals, and so forth. So that's what happened. So I'm there for 3 weeks. The first week was horrible because I didn't have my luggage. My luggage was lost because I missed a flight connection, and stuff got crazy. And where we were was Saint-Louis, and it was 3-4 hours from Dakar, the capital of Dakar. And to get my stuff, somebody had to drive 4 hours to get it and bring it back. So that delayed the process, and I swear my bag was just sitting there the whole time. Anyway, so after the first week, I think I got my clothes at this time. And finally, I could, wear girl clothes, because I was borrowing clothes from people and they were boy clothes. But some people wanted to go out. There were other volunteers from Belgium, France, and so forth. And the local guys that were hanging with us wanted to take us to a club. So I wasn't really in a club mood. I was very anti-guys at the time. And people, they see you, they know you're not from there. They're like, oh, I want to marry you. And I'm just like, any man who looked at me at that point, here or over there, I was just like, get away, you're all trash. That was my defense mechanism after what happened with my ex. Maybe one day I'll tell you that story. So I went to this club, but what happened, here in Los Angeles, first of all, clubs start at 9-10 o'clock, 10-ish, and they close at 2 in the morning. we're at someone's house at 11 o'clock waiting to go to a club. I'm kind of dozing off, falling asleep. Like, when it's 11, when are we gonna go? Are they gonna close? Like, we're on time. But we go to this one spot, there's a bar. I'm thinking that's the club. So I'm like, cool, we're dancing, drinking, chilling, whatever. It was very relaxed, but there was music, it was good. Then they said, okay, let's go to the real club. And I'm like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. What are you talking about? So this spot was hot. It was great. The music was great. We got to sit in the VIP. It was 2 in the morning. And I'm like, I can't hang with these folks. I'm just like dozing off. And I didn't even know I was sleeping. At that time, my husband says he saw me already. But I didn't even know what was going on until this one song played. It was Tupac, California Love. And if you travel, sometimes you get homesick just a little bit. And you miss the familiarity of knowing where you are, where to go, the independence. And so anything that reminds you of home, you're like way more excited. Like you see pizza, even though pizza's not American. You see something, you're like, hamburger, oh my God, like home. So California Love came on and I turned to the French girl and I was like, hey, we gotta dance to this song. I woke up, I was like, California Love. I can't sing. Anyway, so the song came on and I had to go boogie. So we went to dance, I'm all excited, and that's when my husband came over to me. And he was beautiful. He was beautiful. He looked like a model. You probably won't see him much on this channel, but I'll show you guys pictures. He's pretty hot. So he had on all white. I remember he had on white jeans and a white like, not bodysuit, but tight muscle shirt so you can see his stuff, So he came over and asked me to dance, and I was like, oh my gosh, hold my purse, girl, I'm going in. And so we were dancing like, in the movies, you dance, your heads is touching, everything's like whatever. He thought I was from there, and I told him my name. My name is Aisha, which is like a popular Muslim name or, Arabic name. And so I said, I'm from LA, I'm from Los Angeles. And he's like, all right, whatever. So we talked. I think he took me outside. The club we were at was on the beach, Moonlight Beach, everything. It's such a movie. Oh my gosh. And so we went out, we were talking, and I thought he was younger than me. And he said, I'm 30. And I'm like, okay, because most of the people I was with that were volunteers were either just out of high school or just out of college. So I was a little older than the group. And so I'm like, y'all not going to try to run a game on me and be like, oh, I'm coming to America. When you're from here, you don't trust people. You just like people trying to get a green card. So he showed me, I said, show me your ID. He showed me he was 30. I'm like, oh. And he's like 6'2", guys. So I'm 5'5". So I was like, ooh, you're mature. Nice. So after the club, he left. And I was like, oh, that's it. It's like 5 in the morning. We danced all night, salsa, everything. It was good. Zouk. I didn't even know how to dance Zouk, but I did it. And so, what happened after that? So we ended up, turns out, the people we were with, I was with my future brother-in-law the whole time. So my husband didn't really come to the club to dance. He just came to pick up his brother in the car. So when he came, he, I guess, was taking everybody home. And I'm like, he's not gonna ask for my number. I was kind of like, I guess, whatever. And so he said he could take us home. So he took us home. Everybody lived in different houses with different families, and we were on our way home, and we passed my house first. And there was maybe 5 people in the car. I'm talking about him, by the way. The girl from Belgium speaks Spanish, so I didn't speak French at the time that well, so I'm speaking to her in Spanish like, this guy is so cute. Little did I know, my husband speaks Italian, so he understood some of the stuff I was saying. I don't know how much, but it was crazy after. But so I'm like, that's my house, stop the cars. And he didn't hear me, and he kept going, and I didn't know how to say it, and it was weird. And I'm like, okay, now they hear me, and they're just driving by. So he says he wanted to drop off everybody else first, and then end up, I'm taking out my hair, so don't judge me. But he said he wanted to drop off the other people first, and then me after. So that was romantic. But what happened was I kept saying stop, and so the other guys were like, hey, stop the car, like let her out, she lives right here in this house. So he stopped the car, like way past where I was, so I had to walk back. As I'm walking back, he jumps out the car, calls my name, Aisha. He runs after me, and he's like, oh, you want to have some tea at my family's house tomorrow? And I was like, tea? That's fancy. So I'm like, sure. So I gave him my number, and I was so excited. I went inside the house I was staying. It was 5 in the morning, and I jumped on the bed. That's what I remember. I jumped on the bed, and I called my homegirl Serena. Hey, Serena. I called her in LA. I don't even know what time it was out here, but I called her. I'm jumping on the bed. I said, I have a date with a model. I have a date with a model. He looked like Tyrese girl. Anyway, or Tyson Beckford, I forget it was. But yeah, so that was how I met. And then the next day I went to his house, and we were inseparable ever since. And I rode his motorcycle. I had 2 more weeks of my vacation / volunteer work, and so I hung out with him every single day, every single night, like, and he started calling me his girlfriend. And I'm like, oh. And then when I left, he told me he was gonna come to LA one day and that he wanted to marry me, and I was like, okay, I guess. And so when I got back home, I told my mom, like, I think I'm engaged, because he like gave me some jewelry, gave me a necklace and a bracelet, and was like, hey, you know, I want to marry you. I told my mom already, and I'm just like, okay, is he playing or real? I couldn't really tell. And so if he was serious, I didn't want to hurt his feelings and be like, nah, bro, you know, I don't believe you, and you trying to just follow me around because I'm new, fresh meat, you know. But everything worked out, and he came, and here we are. So that's my little story. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. I'll be back with more. I'll probably have a couple more videos. This is a long weekend for me, so I have time, and I'll share a lot more with you about my experience being married to a Senegalese man, and you know, just life in general, and also repatriating, of course, because we about to get up out of here. I'm so excited. Like, the plans are being accelerated. I thought we was gonna move in the 5 to 7 years, but it looked like we're gonna be gone in the next couple of years. So I'm excited about that. So I'll be sharing that, experiencing that process with you guys as we progress after COVID, of course. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and like, share, subscribe, comment. If you have similar experiences meeting someone abroad, I would love to hear about it. I love you guys so much. Y'all, you know, black people, we the dopest, we the realest, we the coolest. That's why I love y'all so much. Peace out.